Good morning, students. It's a good opportunity to meet you once again. Before beginning our new lecture, we want just to say something about the assignments that you made for narrative paragraphs. And with this, I want just to say something that I noticed some mistakes that are related to the development of the topic sentence which is given in the book. When I come across certain paragraphs that were written by some students, I noticed that there is some sort of misunderstanding of the topic sentence, which results I mean the wrong way of the development of this topic. And with this, we are going to make some examples for this. Let us check the first, let me say, paragraph. And before that, let me share you the entire screen that I have. Okay. Now, is it visible for you? Let us check. Okay. This is the screen that I have.
It is visible, Doctor.
Yeah. And let us see this paragraph for Masar Salman. I don't know. Is she available? Masar Salman Rashid Jum'a. Masar, are you available? Okay. Let us go through this paragraph and let us see the development of the topic sentence that we have. She chose, I tore the letter open impatiently. Let us see the development of this idea. For I didn't know that the letter was addressed to my father. Afterwards, I realized I have done a mistake. I must not have touched the letter, which was not addressed to me. When my father came back after having his lunch, I told him the truth, and he advised me not to do this kind of thing at any time. And I promised him, and till date, I never tried to open the letter, even by oversight. And I'm really careful. I thank my father for giving me this valuable advice. Even now, some people have the dirty habit of opening and reading letters addressed to someone else. This is a shameful act. Okay, if you see now this paragraph, the topic sentence suggests something different. If you look at the topic sentence, I tore the letter open impatiently. What does this mean? It means that I waited something. This is one. Second, it means that the letter is for me. The letter is for me. And I was eager to know what inside. This is the topic sentence. So if you compare this with the development of the paragraph, it will be wrong. So in this case, the way that I develop the paragraph is related to the idea itself. If the idea is something and I develop something else, this is wrong. So the first thing that I have to think is just what is the idea that I want us to do? Did I understand the idea? And in this way, here we are going to move in the right way to develop the idea. Now, I want you just to compare this paragraph with another paragraph which is written by Saif Salah Saeed Rashid. I tore the letter open impatiently. I tore the letter open impatiently and read what was inside the message. I was very anxious as to what my first exam grade would be that I had done last week. Although I could not believe my eyes and my mind could not imagine, I felt as if I was on cloud 8. I have begun to jump like a kangaroo. Finally, I was very proud of my grade, although at the same time I was tired of studying. The result was extremely satisfying. Now, if you compare between the two trials, which is near to the topic sentence? Who can tell me? Is it Saif or Masar? Are you
Safe.
following?
The second one.
Yeah, the second one. You see now? So this is what I mean. You have to understand the topic sentence that you chose, and then you are going to develop it. So if you do not understand, it means that you are going to have wrong development. If you consider the first trial, which is by Masar, the development is about something else. That is the bad act of doing. That is what to interfere or to have something which is not related to you. But this is not the topic. Clear now? So what I need you just to know that if you are given a topic, you have to understand it first, and then you are going to develop it. Clear up to this point? Any question about this? Okay. Now, what I notice also, the repetition of the same idea with different students. Let us see, for example, Atyaf. Atyaf, is she available? Atyaf left. Okay. Let us read. I tore the letter open impatiently. I tore the letter open impatiently, for I did not know that the letter was addressed to my father. Afterwards, I realized I have done a mistake. I must not have touched the letter, which was not addressed to me. When my father came back after having his lunch, I told him the truth. Okay, if you compare this with what is written by Masar, is it the same or not? Just tell me. Is that the same? I tore the letter open impatiently, for I did not know the letter was addressed to my father. The same thing. Okay, we move to another trial. Okay, now you can, I believe that you can check now this image. Can you see this image? Can you see this image now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, this is by Naba Muhammad Mirza Hamza. I don't know whether she is available or not. Okay, we are going to read. I tore the letter open impatiently, for I didn't know the letter was addressed to my father. Afterwards, I realized I have done a mistake. What do you think of this? The same idea and the same development and the same sentences and the same. So what does it mean? I'm not going to comment, but what does it mean to you? Is that a photocopy? I mean,
The same mistake all students do.
The same thing, the same thing. Well, if you think it, I mean, a different way, if you want just to help your colleague or your friend, not in this way. I think it is written by one. I don't know. I didn't come across all the, let me say, the paragraph. If we have the same thing, maybe we have 3 or 4 other paragraphs writing the same thing. It is impossible just to have the same sentence, the same words, and the same ideas. It is impossible. What does this mean? It means that it is a photocopy of one paragraph. And this is not required. Remember, in the exam, you have to have your own idea, your own sentences, your own words, your own expressions. If it is done in the exam, I'm going to consider all these things as cheating. This is not acceptable. I'm checking these things. I don't know whether the students are available now or not, but if they are not available, they may hear me, other times. They should know that this is wrong. This is wrong. If you consider that, this is cheating. Well, when I say assignment, it doesn't mean that you are going to fill a paper and just to, let me say, send it to me. No, you are not going to take a mark in this way. What I need you just to try, because this is writing, this is your own production. I said this from the early beginning of this course. What I need is you. It is not the way that you are going to copy from others. Where is you, if I say? Okay, so you have to consider these things once again. So what I need you just to consider that it is easily to be discovered. Anyway, let us move to another trial. Let us check this one by Raed Rida Fawzi Kadham. Is he available? No. Okay. If you consider this, I'm going to view all these things. Is it a paragraph? Is that a paragraph? Can you see? By the way, can you see?
No, that's not a paragraph.
Okay. Is it a paragraph? What is this? But it is written a paragraph. Now here Raed wrote that, and he, let me say, recognized this assignment as what? As a paragraph. It is written here at the top, but it is not a paragraph. What did we say about a paragraph? We said that it is a specific unit. We cannot expand it in different ideas. In this case, we have different paragraphs. Here, we don't have one paragraph. This is paragraph writing, not an essay or a composition. We said something about the length, if you remember. So you have to consider these things when you are going to send me your assignments. Okay. Let us see other students now, and we are again, we are going to discuss other ideas, other topics, and with this we need just to see here Ibtihal Jamar. Is she available? Ibtihal, is she available? Ibtihal? No. Amna Saddam? Amna, is she available? No. Majda Muhammad? Majda Muhammad Ali? Not available. Baneen Rahim? Yes, please. Yes.
Can you read my... I am not very good in
writing. Let me check what I have, and then I'm going to give you different opportunities and different chances for reading these things. Okay. Okay. Let us see Baneen Rahim. Is she available, Baneen? Maryam Haidar. Maryam Haidar. No. Wurud Haidar. Wurud Haidar. No. Shayma Thamar. Shayma Thamar. No. Noor Kadham Rida. Noor Kadham Rida. It is impossible. All these students are not available here. Okay, now who is ready? Yes, Tabarak.
طلاب يقدرون يدخلون الميت لأن كمل العدد.
Okay. I'm going to provide another link now. Okay, and we are going to check if they are able just to have it. Okay, let me first arrange for that. This is what I need others just to say. If they need just to have another link, we are ready to do it. But let us have the link first. Okay. Now we have another link. I'm going to send it to the class now. This is the new link. Okay. Yes. Now the other link is available for those who are not able to join the first link. There is another link. There is another link. Yes. Now tell me who is ready just to check his or her paragraph. Who is ready?
Yes, doctor.
I'm Doctor.
Okay, Abdullah, you did it first. I mean, we need other students who did not participate.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Let us check. Let us check. We have Dua Ali. Did you participate? Dua Ali,
Yes, Doctor.
you participated in other lectures, or you don't have an idea about these things?
Other lectures?
Did you participated earlier? I mean, in other lectures, or this is the first time?
It's just my previous lecture. I read it and
Okay. Let us see others. Let us see others.
because دكتور لأن العدد اكتمل ما قدرت أدخل ديك المحاضرة بس قرأتها.
It's okay. Let us see others. Who is ready also?
دكتور أنا كاتبة
المحاضرة.
Yeah.
دكتور
Yes, please. I
أنا
know,
كاتبة
but I need students who did not participate in the previous lectures. This is the idea.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah. Mariam Jassim.
Yes.
Let me check your I mean paragraph. Mariam Jassim Salman. Yes. Is it available, Mariam? If the paragraph is available now, I want you just to read it. Read it for us. Okay? Mariam?
Yes.
Yes, read it, please. I could hardly believe my eyes when I saw a piano in the middle of the lawn. Please read it.
Yes, when I was a child, I love a piano very much. And also, I didn't have a piano. My neighbors have a daughter, his name Jane. She have a piano. Her father
She have or she has?
She has.
Yeah.
She has a piano. Her father gifted her a piano on her birthday. When she came in our house.
By the way, gifted her, or gave her a gift.
Yes.
You have to consider that this is in the past tense. Yeah.
When she came in our house, we are sitting in garden and play together. And I am very interesting when I playing it. One day
when
I was.
When I
playing it.
Played in it, because again you are talking. You see, now we have a narrative paragraph. In narrative paragraphs, what do we have? We have something in the past. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are going to narrate something which happened. It is not happening just now. Yeah. Okay. Played in it. Yes. One day
I was very busy in my study and do my homework. My father came from his job and told me that there's something in garden. And I was very excited to know what it is. And when I saw a piano in the middle of the garden, I can't imagine what I saw. And after that, I was very interested in piano.
Yeah.
And I thank my father about this gift.
Okay. Now let me tell you, Maryam.
Yeah.
Do you think that all sentences that you have are relevant to the topic? Do you think that they are all supporting the idea that you have? The idea is about what?
About the piano.
The admiration of a musical tool that is, well, the piano. Okay. Well, I believe that there are some sentences that are not related to the idea itself. Instead, you have other sentences that you have to mention. Okay.
Yes.
We say that you like this musical tool. Why? What kind of music that you want us to play? Is it, for example, romantic music? Is it something related to symphonies? It's just like this, because you have to move our minds to this musical tool. Things that are related to your study, your father, you think that they are relevant? We are talking about, coherence. You are talking about unity. You remember these things that we talked about in the previous lecture. You have a point now?
Yes.
Marina?
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yeah, with you.
Yes. What do you consider now? What do you consider? You have to know that some sentences should be, omitted here, and you have to replace them with things that are related to the idea. Okay, if you consider, I could hardly believe my eyes when I saw a piano, it means that there is something specific with this musical tool. You have to show why do you admire. Here, the first question that comes to my mind, why do you like this musical tool?
To gain it.
Why? Yeah, I know, but what makes it differ from other tools? This is one. Second, what kind of music you are going to play? You want just to have it and that's it? This is the idea. Got the point now? So I said it's okay just to write this paragraph, but this paragraph needs just to develop in a different way. That is, when you remove sentences that are not relevant to the idea itself. Clear now?
Yeah.
Clear, Mariam?
Yeah.
Mariam?
دكتور
Yes, yes,
دكتور بلا
Yes.
زحمة.
yes. Zainab Faris? Yes.
يعني هسه الخطأ بس لأن ما خدت الجملة كاملة بكل كلماتها داخل
Zainab, did you notice the paragraph itself? Now it is available to you just to check. Here, I'm not only behind writing a paragraph. I'm discussing what is supposed to be written. I'm not going to say that this is totally wrong. I'm saying that these, let me say, types of writing need just to be, let me say, modified. The modification is sometimes it is related to the development of the idea itself. This is one. Second, sometimes you have some sentences that are not relevant, and this should be corrected in the way that you are going to move them, and you have to put other sentences that are related to the idea itself. So I'm not going to say that this is totally wrong. I'm saying that it needs some sort of modification, modification, some sort of correction. And here we are going to have different levels of writing. Here you have to consider whether in the monthly exam and in the final examination, there is no 0 mark in writing a paragraph or writing an essay. But you are going to vary. I mean, the mark will be different in the way that you are going to be checked by the level of writing, the style. Okay, so some will take full mark, others take, for example, 9 out of 11 or out of, for example, 15, just like that. So you are going to be varied. Got the point now, Zainab, or not? Did you understand me or not, Zainab?
يعني هسه لازم نكتب بالبداية جملة يلا بعدين نحكي عليها. أنا هسه نشارك
Why? Why not just to consider the notes that we explained? We said the first thing that we begin is the topic sentence. So you have to consider the topic sentence that you are going to write. So you have what? Yes, Zainab. First of all, write the topic sentence and then ask yourself, how can I answer the information which is what? Which is to be elaborated in other sentences. So first of all, you have to consider that the topic sentence is very important. The first sentence that you begin your paragraph, because this will lead you to the other sentences that you are going to say.
دكتور ممكن تشوف لي باراجراف مالتي؟ أنا بالبداية هم أنا حكيت شلون القصة بعدين بالنص
Okay, it's okay. I'm going to check it just now.
شفت
let us finish with Maryam if she has any question, and then I'm going to move to your paragraph. Maryam, do you have something else, Maryam?
No.
Is it clear for you now? So what you need just to move the sentence or to remove the sentences that are not relevant. Now let us check the paragraph which is written by Zainab. Okay.
Sorry دكتور.
Yes, please.
الدكتور مساعد دعت اسمه بس أنا كنت ما منتبهة.
Okay, we are going to back to you once again. What's your name?
ماجدة محمود.
Okay. Let us see Zainab, and then we are going to move to you. Zainab Faris.
Okay.
Zainab Faris. Zainab.
Yes, Doctor.
Zainab, read your paragraph. Read us for read. I mean the idea that we have in this paragraph.
No matter what we did, the car simply refused to start. One day
Refused.
When my family and I were sitting and we were feeling bored, then I told them to go. Let's go to the markets, and they gladly said, "Come on." We got ready quickly. We were very excited. We got into our car and the driver. And
Yes.
we drove off in our beautiful car. Suddenly, the car started slowing down. No matter what we did, the car simply refused to start. هاي الجملة خليتها هنا يعني.
You see, Zainab, you repeated the same sentence, the same topic sentence twice. You see now? Here we are we were all frustrated. My father and brother tried very hard to make it go. Well, let me tell you, Zainab. Here, first of all, what did you understand from the topic sentence? No matter what we did, the car simply refused to start. What does this mean to you? What did you understand from this?
يعني أنا حسيت إنه المفروض أحكي قصة بالبداية، يلا أخلي هاي الجملة ما يصير أبدي من عندها، لذلك خليتها بالنص.
Well, no, here, this sentence is one of the, topic sentences that should be put at the beginning, as the book suggests, by the way, as the book suggests, because this is taken from the exercise which is found in the book. But this sentence, by the way, this sentence, okay, we can start with the way that you have to explain in other sentences. Here, I ask you, what did you understand? It means that we have different attempts to repair the car. You see now, this is the idea. There are here, this sentence tells that there are different attempts to repair the car, but the car refused to start. This is the idea. So you have to develop this paragraph about the attempts. Attempt number 1, attempt number 2, attempt number 3. What happened in this? What happened in that? What happened in that? Okay. So, for example, you are going to say that my father tried to push the car, and we helped him. And then we asked somebody to help us, but we failed. Just like this. Did you understand this, Zainab, or not?
Yeah.
So you have to develop this topic sentence by mentioning how many attempts you tried to repair the car. So we are not here about, saying that you are going to the markets, or the way that you are excited, or you see, this is not developing the idea. The idea develop. Yes, Zainab. Just listen, please. Yes, you have to develop this idea by mentioning the attempts. You know, attempts, محاولات. The attempts that you try with your father, or your father with other people, to what? To repair the car.
كتابتها هاي
This is the idea. Yeah. But it is very brief. You didn't mention some details. What happened? What did you do for the car? It's only we tried this and that's it.
يعني هيك باراجراف ايش قد واحد يحصل عليه درجة إذا بأخطاء قليلة.
It is not. I'm not going to say that we have. Let me say, what are the mistakes that we have? You see, you have to consider the following. First of all, we have something related to the form. We have something related to the content. You remember, Zainab, you remember the way that we evaluated the example which is written in the book? I made an evaluation. If you back to the lecture, previous lecture, I have certain points. These points are to be considered in the correction. If I want just to correct this, I'm not going to follow one point. I have different points, and then it will be given a total mark. Got the point now? I'm not going to say that you are going to take 0. And I'm not going to say that you are going to have full mark. You are going to be evaluated according to the points that we have. Clear or not? Just tell me, Zainab.
Yes, شكرا دكتور.
Clear or not? Yeah. Yeah. Now we move to Majda. Majda, are you available,
yes,
Majda?
Yes, doctor.
Yes. I want you just to have your own.
Doctor, just I have a question.
Because... Yeah. Tell me, please.
When you said that the sentence that you given for us, that should be at the beginning.
Yeah.
As the topic sentence, I mean.
Yeah.
But I put it in the middle. Is it wrong?
Well, you have to know that the best way to write.
So I can't put it in the beginning.
I'm not going to say that this is wrong. I'm saying that it is better to put it at the beginning, because this will be very helpful for you. Because you see, once you put it at the beginning, you can ask yourself several questions. How can you develop it? But when you put it in the middle, you are not going to to know how to begin and how to end.
But I put before and after it as a story, so I make a develop before and after.
What I fear, you see now, what I fear is when you are going to put it in the middle, the idea will be lost. So you have to consider the idea should be clear from the beginning. So why not just to put it in the beginning? Because here I'm going to what? I'm going to check what is coming after, because I'm going to back to the first sentence that I have, in which we have the topic sentence and the controlling idea of the whole paragraph as well. To the point now, this is the idea. So it is not wrong,
yes.
but I'm afraid just to lose the idea if it is in the middle. But I need, as a reader, you see, as a reader, I need just to know what is the idea from the beginning in order just to follow the other sentences that are coming after the topic sentence. Majda, are you ready? Majda?
Yes,
Majda Mahmoud?
yes, Doctor. Yes,
Yes. Please read your paragraph.
yes, Doctor. On Sunday
Yes.
morning, it was a very nice day. Yesterday, I fell asleep deeply and woke up actively. One of my friends had invited me to a concert in his house to celebrate his birthday. The
Yes.
piano is in the middle of the garden because it should be
Yes.
with the other music instruments. Inside
Yes.
the party
Yes.
hall,
Yes.
but when
Yes.
I asked the officer there, he told me that it is suddenly broken down and they could not fix it. However, it was a very
Yes.
beautiful party, and we enjoyed it, and my and the friends and I danced together.
Okay. Now, I don't know whether you caught what I mentioned to Mariam. You see now, I mean, the same topic was discussed, and approximately the same point will be raised. Majda,
Yes,
what you developed here need just what? Need just to modify it. What kind of modification? You know, modification, the way that you are going to make your paragraph better. I'm not going to say that this is bad. I'm not going to say that this is totally wrong, but I'm going to tell you the following. First of all, you have to explain why do you love, why do you like, why do you admire this instrument. You are talking about, I mean, playing the piano, or let me say the piano itself, okay? But
yes.
here, let me ask you now, whether just to say that the piano is in the middle of the garden, or does it affect on the idea itself? Okay, instead, why not just say what kind of music which was played, and I mean, when we talk about the musician, okay, so these things, okay, should be written instead of the other sentences. Okay, then
Yes.
you say you ask somebody, and then you said something about, okay, now there is some sort of mixing. Is it about the party? Is it about the the piano itself? So the idea is not that clear in the way that you are going to say. I mean, it is fully developed. So what you need is just what? To remove sentences that are not relevant. It's just like the position of the what differs if it is in the middle of the garden, or is it something important just to say? Najda,
Yes.
are you
No.
with me?
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Do
Victor.
you think that this is important? So here, what I need you just to consider, it is not filling the paper. You have to know that it is your responsibility just to consider that each sentence has its own function. You know function? Function,
Yes.
you know function?
Yes.
وظيفة. Okay?
Yes.
Each sentence has its own function. If it is not relevant, no need to write it at all. Got
Yes.
the point now? This is the
Yes,
idea.
doctor.
So you have to modify these things, and you are going to get a better, let me say, paragraph. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot,
You
Majid.
are welcome.
Who else? Who else?
Yes.
Who
Like,
else?
yeah. Yes.
Say we read your own paragraph, and I want just to say that it is excellent. I mean, the way that you wrote your paragraph, it's okay. So I don't know whether you have a question, because we want just to move to another student.
No,
Yes,
I asked
please
about
say.
if it has any mistake.
Well, I believe that it is a good development of the idea. Well, if there is something, I mentioned everything about the paragraph itself, and it is compared with other tribes. So thank you for this sake. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Now let us see. You are Saja or what? Abdul Hamza?
Duha Abdul Hamza.
Duha, sorry. Duha Abdul Hamza. Let us see your own paragraph. Duha Abdul Hamza, yes. Please start reading your paragraph.
Yes.
Yes, Duha.
For
the first time?
first time since our arrival, we realized that the villagers were unfriendly and suspicious. It was an
What is it?
exploration.
Suspicious.
Yes.
Yes.
It was an exploration voyage to Santial Island, which local in the Bay of the Bengal, shortly to India. When we
To
arrived,
India. Yeah.
there were residents living on this island.
Residents.
Residents were living
Yes.
on this island. We
Yeah.
felt that they were unfriendly and
It's
suspicious.
okay. Yes.
And it turned out later that the residents were aggressive and violent. They are isolated from the outside world to such an extent that we do not know their customers, and they were speaking an unknown language, and there is little information about this is a trap due to their hostility against strangers, and to the extent that we were unable to communication with them. Yes.
To communicate with them. Okay. Well, I want you just to tell me you did it yourself. I mean the paragraph that you made.
Yes. I take that from
Okay.
really sorry.
Anyway, Roha, I feel that there is let me say a good development of the idea. You explain what kind of villagers that you saw and why you said that this is unfriendly. Here we are going to have some sort of keywords. We have the word unfriendly. You know the word unfriendly. What does it mean to you, unfriendly?
يعني غير ودودين.
Unfriendly. What does it mean?
غير ودودين.
I know this is not in Arabic. I'm not asking you to translate. Yes, unfriendly. It means that they are not able to cope with others. They are not sociable. This is the idea. They are not sociable. Sociable.
Yes.
Sociable. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
They are not sociable. They are not easier to deal with people. You see. So these are what we call keywords in the way that you are going to and there is suspicious. Suspicious means here the meaning of suspicious is again a keyword. It means that doubtful. Doubtful. They don't trust others. Trust. Trust.
Yeah.
They don't trust others. Why? Because they are unfriendly. Because they are isolated. Because they are unsociable. This is the idea. It's okay. I'm not going to. This is all about the idea itself. I believe there is a good development, and there are keywords in this. Let me say. Paragraph in which you are going to develop the idea itself. Thanks a lot, Roh.
Thank you,
Thanks a lot.
Doctor.
It's okay.
Sir,
Who
can I
else?
discuss my paragraph?
We want just to have different chances.
I am.
May I, Doctor?
Well, Fatma, we need other students. I know, Fatma, you participated earlier, so we need other students who didn't have this chance before.
Okay.
Yes, Doctor, if you don't mind.
Yes, let us see Muhammad. Yes, Muhammad. Who is talking?
Yes, Doctor. I think
Let us see Muhammad, and we are going to back to you. Okay, Muhammad Hamid. Okay, let us check the.
yes, Doctor. Can I read?
Let me have it with me because I want you just to follow. Yes. Once you feel that it is visible, you can read. Now, yes.
Yes.
Muhammad Hamid Ali Hassan. Yes.
One of my hobbies playing music, specifically a piano type. I was dreaming to have a kind of. Once I went to my friend's house on a birthday occasion. Then I entered the garden and I saw a big piano magician scenery. I didn't believe what I saw, and then playing beautiful music. And I moved the attendees when they saw my ability to give me that device. So that was very happy today. Yeah.
Well, it is a good attempt, Muhammad. Although that there are some points need just to be elaborated. You said,
yes, I know
yes,
that there is a lot of mistakes.
Let me tell you. First of all,
I want to know my mistakes.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you. First of all, you mentioned something about the piano as what? As one of the musical tools. So it is not type, you are going to say tool. One of my hobbies playing music, specifically a piano tool, okay, or a piano, because piano is already known as a musical tool. Then
yes.
Here, I was dreaming to have a kind of. What does it mean? Here, what does it mean? How can we elaborate this? It means that I don't have it.
Yes, I don't have one.
Okay, so here I was dreaming, since I don't have it, or since it was not available to me. Okay, so you have to to mention this. Okay, once I went to my friend. Here you are going to move to another. There is a transition to another. Let me say. Idea, that is going to your friend's occasion, okay, birthday occasion. Then here it means that it is not arranged just to see such tool there. Okay, you said that I entered the garden and you see now. You see, fortunately, you may add certain adverbs just to mention. And then suddenly you saw something, or you got some sort of surprise because you saw what you like. Get the point now, Muhammad, or not?
Yes.
Muhammad? Yes. So you can add something here. To my own surprise, I saw a big piano there.
Okay.
I did not believe what I was. You see now, And this, you may delete this and you modify. You see, because it will be the same idea. I did not believe. You see now. Then here, what did you do after you saw? Okay. Then when you say that you want us to play, I mean, are you skillful to play, or you need just to have it and that's it? This is the idea. So you may say that I have an experience just to play on, but I don't have it. The other point now, this is the idea. So you want just to what? To show what happened then. Okay, you saw the piano. What did you do? You played, or you want just to what? To see this piano and that's it? Or you don't have the skill just to play, but you want just to try. You tried, okay? Or you listen to somebody who played in the piano and you admire the way that the musician played. This is the idea. So it
Doctor,
needs some
maybe
sort of
I have.
elaboration in this sense.
Yes, Doctor. Maybe
Huh?
I tried this
Yes.
this tool
Yes.
previously.
So you need some sort of, it is here. It is very short. I mean, there are some points need just to be explained. What
Yes,
happened
exactly.
once you saw the? Did you try just to see? Did you play? Did you listen to somebody who played? Okay, this is the idea.
Okay, sure.
And once again, I'll say thank you for your own.
You're welcome.
Who else? Thanks, Muhammad. Thanks, Muhammad.
Okay,
Yes.
Doctor.
Who else?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, one by one, because you see different. Yeah. Who is speaking now?
Victor.
Yes, Wael. Let me listen to you. Yes.
العفو دكتور، هو اللي مشارك بالمحاضرة السابقة ما
Abdullah,
شارك
just listen, Abdullah. Wael, what's wrong? Just tell me.
الجمله اللي انا كاتب عليها انتم شرحتوها، بس انا بدي اشوف الكتابه مالتي صحيحه او غلط.
Later on, Wael, let me finish with those who want just to see the total paragraph, and then I'm going to back to you for sure. Okay, but let us see others, because I need other students who never participated. Okay, because you see now the time is limited, and you know we have another lecture just to have for the descriptive paragraph. So let us see others, and for sure I'm going to back to you. Abdullah, you have something just to tell?
عفو
Abdullah,
دكتور، قلت لك يعني انا مشارك بالمحاضرة دي، اقدر
just
اشارك
listen.
هسه؟
You participated earlier in the previous chapter, okay? And let us see other students who never participate.
Yes.
Get the point now, Abdullah? And
Yes,
for
yes,
sure,
thank you.
for sure, if you need me after the lecture, write me some comments. I'm going to answer for you. If we don't have time just to check your own paragraph. Clear,
زين.
Abdullah?
طيب
Yes.
دكتور،
We
بس
need just
انا
to save time
الباراجراف مالتي
for others who never participate. This is the idea.
ما
Because you
دكتور، بس
participated in the previous lectures.
انا
Yes.
بس أريد تعليقك على الباراجراف مالتي، يعني مو هنا بالكلاس.
Maybe after the lecture, just write to me in the class, and I'm going to check. I'm going to tell you for sure.
تمام شكرا دكتور.
Who else?
Yes.
كفاح مثنى.
نعم.
كفاح مثنى. تبارك علي. Just listen. I want just to see what's wrong with كفاح, and then I'm going to back to you. كفاح, yes. You want us to participate?
ممكن تقرأ الفقرة، يعني أريد أعرف أخطائي.
Yes, for sure. But I believe that you didn't participate earlier, كفاح?
لا ما شاركت.
Okay. Let me check your own paragraph. كفاح.
Yes. I think there's a lot of mistake.
كفاح مثنى مسلم.
Yes.
Yeah. Read it please كفاح.
Okay, خليني نفتح.
Yes.
Yes, I used to watch courses on YouTube to learn to play the piano. I work during the day and played at night. My dream is to make a lot of money because I want to buy a big piano and a big studio to practice play dance with the music. بعتقد النهائي ما واضح عندي. Yes,
My
on
dream
my
is to
birthday,
make a lot of money because
on
I
my
want
birthday,
to
my
buy
friends.
a big piano and a big studio to practice, play, dance with music. On my birthday,
Yes,
my
on my
friends
birthday,
bought
my
me
friends
a piano. Now you can open your eyes. Then said it was the most beautiful day of my life. I got a great piano and a nice memory for my friends. Okay, again, you see the same thing, Kifah. Sometimes you say that I like a piano. I want just to say something. Okay, why? What differs? I mean, when talk about the piano, what differs from other tools? This is one. Second, what kind of music you want just to play? Okay, of course we have a piano just to play. Okay, but what to play? What kind of music you want just to play? Are you skillful in playing piano? Okay, or you want just to try? So these ideas need to be elaborated. Clear, Kifah?
To expand it, you mean?
It's not to expand, but to remove the sentences that you see now. My friend birthday, and you see now. Of course, you are going to say that there is an occasion in which you are going to play the piano. But why do you like a piano? This is the question. You see, I could not. You see now, I cannot have this idea in this paragraph. Where is it? Just tell me.
Yes,
Why do you like piano? Now, if I okay, what makes it different from other tools? What kind of music you want just to play in this piano?
Yes.
So they are not available. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Tabarak Ali. Ali Falah. Yes. Ready, Tabarak?
Yes.
Just open your file because I want just to what to follow. Tabarak Ali Falah. Okay, let us see. Yes, when we got to the farm for the first time since our arrival, we realized that the villagers were not friendly and suspicious. Yes, please, go ahead.
When we got to the farm for the first time since our arrival, we realized that the villagers were not friendly and suspicious. So we made sure to deal with them, as they didn't mix with people and didn't let anyone into their homes. And they hate each other. We were on vacation and we decided to spend the vacation in the farm and rural areas far from the city and its congestion and noise.
What do you mean by
in
congestion?
the village.
Well, okay, please, Tabarak, tell me what does this mean? Congestion.
Congestion?
Yes. Read this sentence. The farm and the rural areas far from the city and its. Yes, Tabarak. What does this mean? I'm asking you about the meaning of this word. What does this mean? You mean traffic and something like that? Traffic and traffic jam, you mean?
يعني الازدحام والضجيج مع المدينة.
Yeah. we call it jam. You know jam, traffic jam, just like this. Okay, so many noise and jam. Yes, yes. There was.
I
There was.
decided to go to see how the factory works. There was a factory in the village to make flour. One day on vacation, I decided to go to see how the factory works. But surprisingly, I found armed men and militias. They looked me because they were making drugs in the factory instead of flour. Fortunately, when I saw late, she looked for me near the factory, and when she saw the gunman the police, and they came and arrested him and realized me. It was the worst mistake of my life.
Well, let me tell you, Tabarak. You describe some people who were not friendly and suspicious, okay? And your description is different from other paragraph. If you listen to another paragraph, is about the same idea. But let me ask you now to tell me why do you consider such people unfriendly and suspicious? Why? According to your description now, your paragraph. Why do they considered as unfriendly and suspicious? Why? Tabarak.
Because their shapes were scary.
No, you explain different. You see, you explain different things that are related to what you said. Militia. They are armed. They have guns. Okay, and they look suspicious. They look doubtful for people. So they are not. Let me say, isolated people. They are what? They are just like a gang. You know gang? You know gang?
Yes.
Hey, they are just like gangs. So they are not isolated people, but they are what? They are armed people, and they have some sort of mission. You know the word mission? A duty to be done there. Okay, and that's why they are not looking unfriendly and what? They are not looking unfriendly and suspicious because they are what? Armed people. Well, I believe that there is a good development of the idea. But you see here, the way that you dealt with this idea is different because you are talking about armed people and how they behave with other people. When we talk about armed people, it means that they have a duty to do. They have a mission just to be accomplished, and that's why they are not looking friendly because they are just like police. Okay, got the point now. So the idea here, you are describing people who are doing something unusual. They are not ordinary people because they are armed people. Okay, thanks a lot, Tabarak. Thanks a lot.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
Yes.
Okay. Who else?
Yes.
May I, Doctor?
Well,
Yes,
okay, Yasamin?
Yes.
Yes. Do you have something? You want just to what? To check your
Yes.
Your paragraph? Yes. We are going to. Yes. You are going to be the last one. You know, because we don't have time for the lecture. So I'm going to check your paragraph, and then we move to the new paragraph that we have. Yasin. Yasamin Sajid. Yes, start reading, Yasin.
Okay. No matter how much we did, the car refused to start. At 8 o'clock in the morning, while I was prepared to leaving to work, I got into my car and started trying to
Okay,
start the car.
Yasamin, while I was prepared.
Preparing,
What?
yes.
You see now? Yeah.
Yes.
You see, you see. What did you do? You delete the ing from the verb that needs just to have ing, and you put the ing for the verb that does not need the ing. Got the point now? So
Yes.
while I was preparing to leave.
Yes.
You see now, this is the idea. Yes. Yeah.
To work,
Yeah.
I got into my car and started
Yeah.
trying to start the car, but it did not work. I thought maybe it is gasoline, but I looked at the indicator and it had enough gasoline. My neighbor Henry saw me and came for help. Henry came and checked the car, but it did not work, and advised me to send it to the repairman. I tried to start the car, but it was useless.
Well, very good, because you see, I noticed that you explain the different attempts to repair the car, and this is what I mentioned earlier. I don't know whether you followed the lecture from the beginning.
Yes, I
we
followed.
checked the same thing, but now you managed. This is a successful, way just to develop the idea of the paragraph. Thanks a lot, Yasin.
Thank you.
Well, sorry, students. I believe that you need all just to check your trial, and this is, let me say, delightful. When you are going to say that all students want just to check and they want just to read for their own trials, but you see now time is very limited. Let me say, suggest that we are going to have optional lecture just to read all the attempts that we have, and we are going to arrange this later because you see now the time of the lecture is very limited and we need just to have a new material. And I'm going to say sorry for the students who want just to participate but they don't have time for. So with this we are going to move to the new lecture that we have, and what I need you just to open the lecture and follow me, although that the lecture will be on screen. Of course, we dealt earlier with the narrative essay, but with narrative paragraph, but we have another type that is called descriptive paragraphs. Now, what do you mean by descriptive paragraph? A descriptive paragraph describes a thing, a person, or a place. So here, when we talk about descriptive paragraphs, we need just to consider that we have something to describe, either a thing, a person, or a place. You see? Detailed information allows the reader to form an image in his or her imagination. Okay, this is very important. What does this mean? It means when I'm going to describe, I should consider in my mind the image that I'm going to describe. I have to put in my mind that there is an image to be described to the other person. So this image should be detailed, and this is very important. What does it mean, detailed? It means that I'm not going to leave something which is not clear. I have to make it clear to the reader. The better the description, the clearer the image. This is very important. If I manage just to describe in the best way, I'm going to make my paragraph clear. In other words, a descriptive paragraph is a focused and detail-rich account of a specific topic to help. It means that I have to relate the sentences that I'm going to write to the description of the thing or the person or the place that I have. Clear up to this point or not? Just tell me. Any question? Okay. This should be done to what? To help readers feel and sense the details that the writer wants to convey. So what I need my reader just to feel what I feel, to sense what I sense. This is the idea. So what I'm going to write, to express my own feeling, and this to be transmitted to the reader. So the way that I succeed to transmit this feeling, this for sure will make the reader feel the same that I feel, sense the same that I sense. Okay. Now, it begins with a descriptive sentence. So here, descriptive paragraph should begin what? With the descriptive sentence that clearly states the topic that will be rolled out in the following sentences. So in this case, what do I have? What do I have? I have a topic sentence which entails, which includes the idea that I want just to describe. So the topic sentence should have the, let me say, the hints for the description that I wanted to say. The body of the paragraph should immerse. You know the word immerse? Immerse, it means that it makes the reader indulge, or let me say involve with the what? With the description that I'm going to make. The reader in the subject of the descriptive paragraph. Consider, okay, now when we talk about this, we have to make some sort of a classification. Describing people. How can I describe people? How they look, or what personal features they carry. So if I want just to describe people, I have to consider either the outside appearance or the personal features, the characteristics of such person. Okay, this goes with what? With people. Now, how about a place? For a place, consider what scenes can be included. And this is very important. Here, if I want just to consider a place, how many scenes that we have in this place? The directions, things that are related to the place itself. How many scenes that I can make for the reader, because this place should be visible to the reader. I mean, the reader when he or she reads the descriptive paragraph of about what? The place, he should make images in his mind when he is reading my own description. So for a place, consider what scenes can be included. For objects, how they seem to be, again, with the what? With the outside appearance of these objects. Suppose that I want just to describe, for example, let me say a chair, or let me say a bag, or let me say something which is tangible, okay? Things that are related to, let me say, objects, okay? Or sometimes I describe an animate, a cat, okay? A bird, okay? These things, we are talking about the outside appearance of such objects. Clear up to this point or not? Just tell me. Any question about this? No question?
Clear.
Okay. Now, we move to the what? To the example that we have. We have an example for descriptive paragraph. This example is not found in the book. You have to consider. This example is not found in the book. Let us see the title. The beach in Hawaii. Okay, if we are talking about this, we are talking about description of a place. Let us see. A beach in Hawaii is like a paradise. You see now, this is the topic sentence. This topic sentence suggests many questions. Why do we consider this as a paradise? What does it include? What kind of scenes that we have? Let us see. To start with, the beach smells fresh like a new ocean air freshener. This is the first scene. The sand is so hot that when you walk on it after the sea, you feel like you walk on a burning grill. Okay, this is another scene. So we have something about the smell, something about the sand that you walk, and then not far from the shore. So here we have what? A direction. What kind of the place that we have? What are the directions? So we have too far, too near. Let us see. Not too far from the shore, you can see the palm trees. So here another scene to be introduced. They sway in the air from the strong wind. Okay. In a distance, there is a beautiful house by the water. Okay, we have a house, another scene. So you can see the navy blue ocean every day. So you see how many scenes that are introduced? The smell, the sand, the trees, the house, all these things were in the beach. Now we are going to move to another description. People, what are they doing there? People are laughing and playing on the burning sand, and others are relaxing on the beach, sunbathing. You see now, and another scene to be introduced about what people can do there. From a far distance, this is another direction. From a far distance, the ocean is a deep navy blue. So here in this case, we have another scene to be described. At night, this is another time. Okay, we can consider that there is a shift here. Here, let us see what is the difference. Here, what is mentioned earlier, maybe in the morning, or let me say in the evening. So what happens at night? At night, you can only hear, so there are no people, you can only hear the waves of the ocean and the light wind, which comes from the huge palm trees. To sum up, what does it mean to sum up? This is just to summarize what do we have. To sum up, this beach is an amusing place for a perfect summer holiday. With this, we have taken an example for a description of a place. What do you think now of the paragraph? Do we have something vague? Do you have something unclear? Do you have irrelevant sentences? Of course not. With this, we have to consider that this example as what? A sample to follow. Consider the first topic. That is there a relationship with the other sentences? Yes, of course, because the topic sentence is fully developed. We don't have irrelevant sentences. All what we have, different scenes that are to be described in this speech. Any question about these things? Any question?
No.
Okay. Now.
Yes, I have.
Yes, yeah. Tell me.
Can we consider advertisements like descriptive paragraph?
Advertisement? No, because you see now, this is something commercial, you know, commercial. This is just what to make others, let me say, to tempt others for something, and this is something different. We need just what to describe certain things, maybe a place or a person or a thing. Here, when we talk about advertisement, tempt others to do something. Got the point now or not? Just tell me. Clear or not?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, with this,
thank you.
yes, with this, we need just to move to the exercise that we have in the book. Here, on page 19. On page 19. Again, we have 10 topic sentences that are to be put at the beginning, okay, first sentences. These will be the assignment for the coming lecture. On page 19, the first 10 sentences, beginning with "At night, the main street of the town is brilliantly lit." Are you following or not? Just tell me. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes. So for this, you have to consider that for the coming lecture, I need you all, for those who participated today and others, they should write, okay, a descriptive paragraph, choosing one of the topics that are suggested in the book. So again, you are free to choose the topic that you want just to elaborate, but please understand the topic that you want just to choose, and then you are going to begin to write, in order not just to have the same mistakes that are discovered in the trials of writing a narrative essay or a narrative paragraph. Sorry. So the idea here, you want just to choose carefully the way that you understand, the way that you are going to develop in the proper way. Any question about this? Yes, tell me. Yes, please.
We have the sentence number 4. I lie in bed, warm and comfortable, listening to the rain beating against the window.
Yes.
This sentence, can we add a country or a place and
yes, yeah, I may tell you that in this topic sentence, you may modify the idea in the way that you are going to develop. Of course, you are going to explain what kind of place that you are going to describe. Here, of course, a description of a place. Clear or not? Just tell me. So with this description, you are free to talk about a certain condition, or you are talking generally. This is the idea. But of course, you are talking about certain place. So it's up to you just to mention what you mentioned now or not. Clear or not? Just tell me.
Yeah.
Any other question? Once again, I'm going to say that sorry for students who didn't participate today, and I'm ready to answer any question, okay, in the class. Please don't hesitate to write to me, whether in the class or even in Gmail. If you want me just to check your own, let me say, paragraph, whether narrative or descriptive, do it, and I'm going to do it personally. But for today, you know, time is limited. We want just to focus on students who never participated, and for this, I hope that we are going to arrange for other optional day that is free to attend and free just to participate. This way that we are going to cover mostly most of students who want just to check their own paragraph. And for this, we are going to finalize the lecture. Thank you for listening and thank you for participation.